The plant kingdom is amazing. We often think of plants as still, quiet, and passive. They just sit in the sun, soak up water, and stay put. But what if I told you that some plants completely blur this line? There are plants with super weird abilities. They can snap shut, actively hunt prey, mimic insects, and even warn each other of danger. Here are 15 plants that act like animals. Give this video a like and subscribe if you have any love for animals. Number 15. Venus Flytrap. You knew this one had to be first. The Venus Flytrap is the rock star of carnivorous plants. It doesn't wait for nutrients from the soil. It goes fishing for bugs. The leaf blades form a jaw-like trap, lined with stiff, hair-like teeth. Inside, on the bright red surface, are tiny trigger hairs. When an insect touches two hairs in quick succession, or the same hair twice, the trap snaps shut in less than a second. It's a perfect mechanism. Once the prey is caught, the plant secretes digestive enzymes, slowly dissolving the insect. It's like a plant's stomach. This rapid, responsive movement is a behavior we normally only see in animals. Number 14. Sundew. Imagine a plant with dozens of tiny, sticky tentacles, like an octopus on a stalk. That's the sundew. Its leaves are covered in little hair-like glands, and each one secretes a drop of sticky, sweet mucilage. It looks like morning dew, which is how it got its name. When a small insect lands on the leaf, it gets stuck in the glue. But here's the animal-like part. Once an insect is trapped, the surrounding tentacles slowly bend inwards to hug the prey. This maximizes contact with the digestive gland. It's a very slow but very deliberate hunting tactic, like a spider wrapping up its catch. Number 13. Butterwort. The butterwort is much more subtle. At first glance, it looks like a simple rosette-shaped plant, but its bright, yellowish-green leaves are covered in tiny, sticky glands. It uses a method called the flypaper trap. Insects are attracted to the plant's shiny leaves, but once they land, they're trapped in the sticky substance. The plant then slowly rolls the edges of its leaves inward to create a small digestive cup around the prey. It's a master of camouflage. It looks harmless, almost like a succulent, but it is actually a deadly, slow-motion predator. Number 12. Bladderwort. The bladderwort is one of the fastest-moving plants on Earth. It lives submerged in water, and it hunts tiny aquatic organisms like water fleas. It has small, hollow sacs called bladders. Each bladder has a trap door with trigger hairs attached. When a small creature brushes against the hairs, the trap door opens, and the bladder suddenly expands. This creates a powerful vacuum, sucking in the water and the tiny prey in less than a millisecond. This is pure, high-speed, animal-level predation. The water pressure is then equalized, the door shuts, and digestion begins. It is an amazing feat of biological engineering. Number 11. Cobra lily. The cobra lily is named for its resemblance to a cobra snake preparing to strike. It has pitcher-like leaves that form a cobra's hood and a forked tongue that hangs down. But the real trick is the hood. It has transparent patches that look like small windows. Insects fly in and then get confused by the light coming through the transparent patches. They constantly try to fly out through these fake windows. Exhausted, they eventually fall down the slippery tube to the bottom, where they are digested. The plant is literally baffling its prey to death using light and illusion. Number 10. Sensitive plant. The sensitive plant is one of the clearest examples of a plant acting like an animal. When you touch its leaves, or if a sudden breeze hits it, the leaflets immediately fold up. Why does it do this? It's a defense mechanism. By folding up, it looks sickly and less appealing to herbivores. It might also shake off small, annoying insects. The movement is caused by a rapid loss of turgor pressure in specific cells at the base of the leaflets. It's a quick, nerve-like reaction that resembles an animal flinching from danger. Number 9. Telegraph plant. This plant is even weirder than the mimosa. The telegraph plant appears to be moving its small side leaflets in a series of small, jerky, circular movements, even without being touched. It almost looks like it's sending a message in slow-motion Morse code. The movement is actually a response to changing light conditions and helps the plant track the sun. But the continuous, active movement of its leaflets is entirely non-plant-like. It suggests a certain level of awareness and constant activity that we usually attribute to living animal creatures. Number 8. Bee Orchid. The bee orchid is one of the most incredible flower mimics. Its petals have evolved to look exactly like the abdomen of a female bee. The scent it produces also mimics the pheromones of the female bee. When a male bee comes along, it's completely fooled. It tries to mate with the flower, a process called pseudo-copulation. The flower, of course, does not mate back, but in the process, it dusts the bee with pollen. The frustrated male bee then flies off to try and mate with another similar-looking orchid, completing the flower's reproduction. It's an elaborate act of sexual deception. Number 7. Corpse flower. The corpse flower uses one of the most disgusting animal tactics to attract its pollinators. Smell. It smells exactly like rotting flesh. This strong, repulsive odor attracts flies and carrion beetles, the same insects that are normally attracted to dead animals. The insects land on the flower, searching for a place to lay eggs, and instead pick up pollen. The flower also generates its own heat, making the scent travel further and mimicking the warmth of a freshly killed carcass. It's a massive, beautiful flower that smells like death. Number 6. Fishhook cactus. The fishhook cactus doesn't use the typical plant defense of small spines. Instead, its large curved spines are shaped just like a fishhook. If a large animal, like a cow or deer, brushes against the cactus, the spines don't just prick them, they catch in the skin. It's much harder for the animal to pull away, and the spines can break off. This is a physical defense mechanism that mimics a man-made tool, built not just to deter, but to punish and cling to whatever tries to harm it. Number 5. Wild cucumber. The wild cucumber has small, spring-like tendrils. These tendrils don't just grow randomly. They display a remarkable sense of touch. When a tendril brushes against a suitable support, like a thin fence wire or another plant stem, it immediately coils around it. This coiling motion is incredibly fast. It shows a targeted, almost intentional searching behavior, differentiating between empty air and a solid object. The plant feels its surroundings to find support. Number 4. Hop plant. The hop plant also climbs, but it does so with surprising rotational movement. The growing tip of the plant circles in a corkscrew pattern as it grows taller. This rotational searching allows it to efficiently locate any vertical structure nearby. It's a continuous, searching motion that maximizes its chances of finding support quickly. It is a subtle form of motion, but it is purposeful and active, suggesting a biological system dedicated to constantly looking for what it needs. Number 3. Wild tobacco. The wild tobacco plant is known for its chemical defenses, but its communication is what makes it unique. When a caterpillar starts eating its leaves, the plant immediately releases a cloud of volatile organic compounds, basically a chemical distress signal. This signal is a chemical cry for help. It travels through the air and attracts the natural predators of the caterpillar, like parasitic wasps. The plant is essentially recruiting an army of defenders using an airborne warning, a complex communication system straight out of the animal world. Number 2. Dragon's blood tree. The dragon's blood tree is a bizarre sight. When its bark is cut, it secretes a thick, dark red resin that looks startlingly like blood. This plant doesn't bleed in the way an animal does. The resin is a natural defense and healing compound. It seals the wound and prevents infection from insects or fungus. The visual mimicry of blood is a coincidence, but the underlying function, a system of self-repair and wound sealing, is very much a core survival tactic in the animal world. Number 1. The walking plant. Okay, this one is not an actual single species, but a group of plants. The walking plant, or ant plant, has one of the strangest symbiotic relationships. It has a swollen base, or caudex, full of tunnels and chambers. These chambers are an irresistible home for a specific species of ant. The ants move in and defend the plant ferociously from herbivores. In return, the plant lives high up on tree branches, out of reach. But here is the animal-like part. Over many generations, as the plant grows and the ants colonize new roots and areas, the colony often gradually moves the plant across the tree bark, making it appear to walk over time. The plant has essentially outsourced its mobility to an army of protectors. The plant kingdom is far more dynamic and aggressive than we give it credit for. What plant on this list surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, you'll probably like these ones as well. And don't forget to subscribe.